It's a pretty frigid December day in our nation's capital. We got our space heaters on full blast up in the booth at FedEx Field. Today, we reach Week 15, and we've got a good matchup in store between the Los Angeles Chargers and the Washington Commanders. Get strapped in. It's just about time to get the party started, and we are underway from FedEx Field. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
Down.
They'll start on the ground here on first down. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Call it officially a loss of 2 on the first play from scrimmage. Second down.
Here we go, set.
Here's a handoff out of the gun. And he'll get about 3 up past the 25. You know, Charles, for this defense, look, it's no secret. You're facing a team that is really, really struggling. They haven't won in what seems like forever, but sometimes a desperate team can be a dangerous team, right?
You're exactly right about that, but they shouldn't be. When they're on that type of a losing streak, it's incumbent upon you to take charge of this game early and not give them any reason to hope. Get out and attack them and make sure you knock them back on their butts.
Give them 15 yards on that one and a Charger first down. That O-line, they cleared a big hole there on that run.
The athleticism of offensive lines continues to evolve, and we're seeing it here. Not only are they controlling things right at the line of scrimmage, but they're able to get upfield to get to what we call the second and third levels. You know, get to the linebacker spot, the secondary spot, getting all the way downfield with their blocking, which helps keep the running back clean.
They'll try to continue that trend here this afternoon. 12 more yards there and another first down. So back-to-back big runs, picking apart this defense on the opening drive.
I thought this was a passing league. I thought this was the era we were in where the ball was always in the air, right?
They didn't get the memo.
They didn't get the memo, and I know this to be true. Offensive linemen still, to this day, they want to run the football. They want to fire out and hit people across the line of scrimmage, and they're clearing space.
Deron Payne, the big D tackle there to make the stop. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
10 cycles.
And he'll be brought down at about the 42. Call it a gain of a couple, and that's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 5. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped it. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
Play number 7 now coming up on the drive. 3rd and 5. They're going to look to throw. And that is incomplete.
Coverage was awfully tight there on 3rd down. They actually closed off all the passing lanes, forcing the incompletion and bringing up 4th down.
On 4th down, J.K. Scott ready to punt it away. Back deep, Khalif Raymond. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. That'll go as a punt of 34 yards that time. And the Commanders will take over, but backed up deep in their own territory. Off-play action. It's Howell. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. He's got a man. Complete. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line.
As we've seen over the years, offense coordinators will often ease their way into drives. Many of them don't want to risk a turnover and put their defense in a bad spot, but not in this case.
Not at all. Forget about easing into it. They took a shot. It worked. On the ground, this is Derrick Henry. And he's able to break out of one tackle, but then quickly brought down. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Second down, Howell now. Open man is Samuel, complete. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. And it's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
They had their backs up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple of more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
5 yards, now it's 3rd and 5.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Howell, he'll look to throw it. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
Well, they certainly gave it an attempt. They had a diminutive receiver like this running through the land of giants in the middle of the field, but they couldn't find enough room to get him the football.
And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
The Charger drive about to get going. You know, in our research packet this week, prepping for the game, so many articles from the local beat writer about the offensive struggles of this team and what will they do this offseason. What do you think they'll do?
Well, number one, they'll turn to their self-scouting report. And every team that's any good does this. They have outside groups, check out their team, scout them, and tell you who can play, who can't play, and reasons why. Some of it may just be health. They have to get some guys healthy and back out on the field. But overall, evaluate this squad and make the changes that you need to.
It's a 7-yard pickup. They'll be looking now to 3rd and 6. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And he is going to have the Chargers' first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Let's go now.
From the gun, they'll try to run it. And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. Bringing him down there, Jonathan Allen.
Now, that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater, he just made a great play there.
Come on.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. The Chargers on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 11. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete.
Well, how about the coverage we just saw him break out on 3rd down? dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
On is the punter Scott here as he gets this one away.
And a bit of a mistake there. This is well into the end zone for a touchback.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
The play fake, and now here's how to throw it.
That's going to be caught by Samuel. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. He's up to 70 yards now in this first half receiving as he's got a first down. They'll throw on first down. Here's Howell. Flushed out right. That's going to be complete on the sideline, but, you know, that throw left him no room to run, and the good footwork nearly all for naught. A lot of effort there for just a 3-yard gain, and now second down. Another throw for Howell. He'll let this go for the end zone. And that is caught. Touchdown, Washington.
Well, Charles, he's still a young signal caller in this league, second year in the NFL. But I don't know if last year as a rookie, if he would have worked through his progressions like he did on that touchdown pass.
I think you're right about that. We're seeing him grow up right in front of our eyes because when he went to his primary read, he recognized that they were all over that. So he continued to survey the field, picked up another target, delivered a pass exactly where it needed to be. A very mature play for the second-year quarterback.
The Charger drive about to get going. Nothing for him yet from an offensive standpoint, down 10-zip as they come up first and 10. Nowhere to go that time. Might have gotten a yard up to the 25. We talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
A yard in the wrong direction makes third down tougher. Third down and 9.
Have to give credit for a nice play there, but also have to look at it as a blown assignment. He became a free runner that turned into a free hitter.
On third down, they'll try and pick it up with a counter. No gain on the play there. A nice job defensively, and it likely forces a punt situation on fourth. Here's J.K. Scott set to do the punting honors. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. And he'll go ahead and field this at the 5. And he'll go out of bounds after getting this across the 15. A very nice punt that time, but they get 11 back on the return. And it will be Washington football now with a first and 10. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. Well, certainly they'd rather have the scenario they had last time out, Charles. Remember, they had the short field. They took it in the end zone. Now this is going to have to be a longer, more sustained drive if they want to get points.
Yeah, a little bit more of a quick strike.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. And the Chargers are going to take possession of the football. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up second and 11.
Striker, 3-3.
The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. Looking for his tight end on the corner. It's complete.
18 yards there, down to the 18 and a first down.
And that was good protection there. No, that was great protection there because it allowed him to lock in on his receiver, although I think he was looking for his tight end on the corner route all the way. Nice connection there for a really nice gain.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last two plays.
Yeah, they really needed to get something going, didn't they? They had punted on the last two possessions. The running game starting to come to the front for them, providing a nice pickup there to keep this drive going.
No dice this go-around. He's hit behind the line and taken down. Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets him back now for 2nd down. Going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Calling no gain on the run there. Now they'll be looking at a 3rd down. So stuff for no gain on 2nd down brings up a pretty interesting 3rd from this distance.
I'm throwing the ball, and I'm not even thinking about play pass. I'm going to let them know right away I'm throwing it, but I'm probably giving my quarterback some room, spread him out to one side or the other, and give him an opportunity. If it breaks down, he can take off and run for it.
Touchdown, Chargers! A great play there with his first career NFL touchdown.
And the Chargers get a late score here in the final minute of the first half.
Extra point safely through, and that'll cut it to 3 at 10-7. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And they may just be content to take this 3-point lead and head into the locker room.
And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
Now Howell.
He's going to loft one deep left side here. And this is caught inside the 5.
And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts.
As they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal.
Throwing here, Howell.
And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down. 2nd and goal, and they will try again from the 2-yard line.
Back to throw, Howell. A quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
Coaches talk about it all the time. Players talk about it as well. Excellent job staying disciplined in coverage and making that stop. Inside the red zone, every stop like that could be preventing a possible touchdown.
This Charger defense continuing to hold the line. Now it's a 3rd and goal situation.
Howell, 3rd and goal. Looking for McLaurin, and he's got him. Touchdown, Washington.
A great effort there in the final seconds of the first half.
And the Commanders would extend their lead here just before halftime.
No problem there on the extra point, and his guys will take a 10-point lead.
Maybe time for one play on offense. 7 seconds to go in the half as the kick is away.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25.
The Charger drive about to get going. And with 7 seconds remaining, not much time to really do anything.
They'll start out here with a jet sweep. And he's going to lose yardage. Not that it matters as the final seconds tick away. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter.
Ready. Commit red.
They'll keep it on the ground again here. And they're going to be waiting for him as they get him behind the line. So we reach halftime here in a 10-point game as we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach! Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3.
Second half about to start. The Commanders have the lead. They'll get it first as we are back underway. This one fielded at the 5. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it. But I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities. And I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them.
He's got a man complete. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. A huge play there for Washington. And even 60 yards.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play. They picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
They'll go play action. Howell.
To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Well, he certainly thought he had an open look beyond the first down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
On second and goal, Howell. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And from the 9, they get this to the 5-yard line.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Call it a loss of 8 there, and it's going to lead to a 4th down. 4th and goal.
3rd and goal, they decided to throw for it, but how about the play defensively? Couldn't find anyone open, left him nowhere to go with the football, had to absorb the sack.
And his kick is good. And that will open the lead up now to 20-7.
Well, they picked up right where they left off in the first half. First drive after the break, they come away with 3 and increase that lead.
Yeah, and you just want to keep building on that lead, don't you? Whether it's 6 points or 3 points, take everything you can get, keep maneuvering, keep adding to it, keep making it difficult for them to come back.
The Charger drive about to get going. Their deficit a little wider now than it was at halftime following the field goal a moment ago.
But the goal is still the same because you know they want to come out, establish a rhythm in the second half, and get going. Make no mistake about it, though. Kicking field goals, not in their game plan. They need to get the ball in the end zone.
Set, ready. Strike it, set.
They'll look to throw. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
Right, wait. Blind shot. Hey.
They'll bring a receiver in motion left.
Sit, mega. Edo blue.
They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete.
Finding room at midfield. Loose inside the 30.
And all the way in for a Charger touchdown. A big play there. his second touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Chargers have cut it back within a score.
Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead will shrink to 6. So here comes the kickoff, and what now is just a one-score, 6-point game.
This one fielded at the 5. And he won't quite make it to the 25. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Pretty important third-quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead.
And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. Now, they may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a first down.
First down, Howell to throw.
And this one's incomplete.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make second down, second and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
On second down, here's Henry. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
Howell throwing on 3rd down here. Lines up and lets it go for Samuel.
And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. Here's Tressway now as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. And that'll hit in the end zone. Much too much leg there. That'll be a touchback. The Charger drive about to get going.
The offense running out, and they are charged up, ready to go after reaching the end zone on their last drive.
And normally I warn against getting complacent just because they scored the last time out. But I don't think there's any worries with this group right now. This is a hungry group, and they want to keep building off of their last drive. Now they just want the officials to hurry up and place the ball so they can snap it and get back to work.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. They'll drop to throw.
Oh, the Commanders are going to get there as he's taken down. Finally hauled down for the first time this game. Multiple defenders in there to drop him.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down. Here's J.K. Scott now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. Fair catch called for and made at about the 32-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt.
And the Commanders will take over with a 1st and 10.
Elsewhere, second half is underway up in Orchard Park. The Bills, they're just pouring it on in that one. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And they've got the lead here getting late into the 3rd quarter. And the passing game for them, it's been terrific. We've seen that, but the rushing game almost non-existent. He's got a man, complete.
And he's going to be taken down right at the 10-yard line.
Every defensive staff harps on limiting explosive plays. Job not so well done there.
Yeah, they talk about it all the time. A lot harder to stop, though, isn't it? And when you think of an explosive play, most offensive staffs define them as passes of 20 or more yards and runs of 15 or more yards.
Looking for McLaurin, and he's got him. Touchdown, Washington.
A great play there. with his 19th touchdown, his second of the game.
And the Commanders are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this third quarter.
The extra point up and good. And the lead now stands at 13. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Charger drive about to get going. See if they can put this drive in the end zone, Charles, because it's been a little bit of a rough go at times. They've had to punt the football a ton in this ball game because of stalled-out drives.
So are you saying that you're kind of tired of seeing the punter run out there and do his thing during this game? Is that what you're trying to say?
Well, I mean, I'm okay with it. I have a feeling that this offense, they don't want to see the punter again.
And frankly, the punter doesn't want to run out there anymore himself. He would love to see his offense put together.
Ready, break.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. Try to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Officially no gain on the play, and they're left with a 3rd and 8. The offense on 3rd down, they're at 50%, 4 for 8. This is 3rd and 8. A handoff as they run the counter play. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. And a loss of 3 to bring up 4th.
Sometimes that's a danger putting that jumbo set out there. You just get a lot of bodies massed in one location. You can wind up with 18, 20, maybe even all 22 in the box, and there's nowhere to run the football.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The 4th down play doesn't work for the Chargers.
And Washington will take control of the football in great field position. They're coming out with a jumbo package to start the drive.
A first down carry for Henry. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down.
Well, that's a pretty good drive starter right there. And I don't know, partner, if you're even thinking about sitting on the ball right now. They may just want to run their regular offense.
In plus territory. And as an offensive coordinator, you don't want your team to go into a shell, do you?
No, you really don't, because as soon as you take your foot off the gas, it's real hard to put it back on and mash it, because once everyone's emotions come down, hard to start them up again. So I think he may want to keep them cranking high right here.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11.
Henry running right. And able to get him inside the 5 here, just inside the 5 to about the 4. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. Running the sweep with McLaurin.
And he fights his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Washington. Terry McLaurin, his first rushing touchdown on the year. And the Commanders look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this 4th quarter. Well, we've talked about it before. You know, this jet sweep, something a lot of teams like to run nowadays, and this one winds up in the end zone.
And it is all about creating different ways to get the ball in the hands of your playmakers. And wasn't it interesting that prior to this game, the head coach told us, I saw this sitting in my chair watching a Tuesday night college game and decided to implement it myself.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. It's now appearing that this losing streak is going to continue. You know, the coaching staff was confident that this was going to be the game to stem the tide, but that just has not been the case. Now left side on the swing pass. And he was able to shed one tackle, but could not get away from there. hands it off out of the gun. And that one blown up quickly, as he's going to be stopped before he can even get started. They call that a loss of 6 yards. And it's third down now.
I think this offense, specifically this running game, they're going to have to find a way to turn the page because they haven't found a way to run it effectively thus far, and it's cost them.
They'll go with a touch pass here, trying to pick it up. And he's not going to sniff the first down here. He stopped at the 25.
Here we go, set. Smash, red. Green jack. Claws red. Ready?
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The fourth down play doesn't work for the Chargers, and that will force a turnover on downs. They'll try the right side with Henry. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. 54 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries. Another example of this offense really having their way, Charles, and another big chunk play there on the ground.
And when you look at the defense, they've got to do a much better job of wrapping up when they tackle.
And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. Derrick Henry with career touchdown number 94. He ties both Jerome Bettis and Priest Holmes on the all-time list. And the Commanders are closing in on win number 10 as they extend this fourth quarter lead. Washington kick team back out there now as they will send this one away. Fields it right around the goal line. And able to get this out to the 25. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair.
Okay, ready?
The Charger drive about to get going. We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this fourth quarter. And he cannot avoid the pressure as the Washington pass rush gets home. That's Daron Payne with a sack that time.
Talk about two sides of the ball at cross purposes, because mercifully this game's almost over for the offense, but the defense, they still want to get a few shots in. Their front seven, they've loved this ball game. They've been able to pad their stats, and maybe some backups can get in and get a sack as well.
And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. They get 14 back, but it leads now to a third down.
I don't think anyone thought we'd see a run facing second and that long, and that element of surprise, I think, helped make that play so successful. Nice effort on that carry, and it took what seemed like second and impossible, now has him within throwing range of a first down.
No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a fourth down. This run defense has been pretty stout all game long. Now you're here in the fourth quarter. Should rely more on the passing attack?
I don't think you have any choice, and I don't think you have to dress it up at all either. Throughout the first 3 quarters, you're still trying to convince the defense that you may run the football. That's out the window right now. Protect, let your quarterback operate, and try and find some targets in the open field downfield.
He's going to have his running back. It's complete. And not much happening there. He's taken down, but a late penalty flag in the backfield. Now, this looks like a roughing call. So 1st and 10 after a big mistake on 4th down with a penalty.
Black ultra. Blue striker. Steel black.
Looking to throw. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And the Commanders will take over here at their own 12-yard line.
Well, it's not the first time we've seen him give one up here during his rookie season. And in this case, zone coverage forced the mistake. He's made some strides week to week in how he's handling the different type of coverages that he's seeing. But clearly, there's some growing still to do.
And they will take a knee here.
Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but, boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And, partner, I have no idea what the top speed is on one of those high-end sports cars. What's the top gear you can get into? This offense, they certainly were there in this one, huh? Everything clicking for them in this contest, the kind of performance that they're going to cherish.
So for the Commanders,
it's a 10th win of the year now as they move to 10-4. And they'll get to stay home again next week as the New York Jets come to town. Meanwhile, for the Chargers,